Well, good morning, boys and girls. It's time for another installment of Art-Tastic Time with Ms.Fawn. This week, we're going to be using our small boards that I sent in your kit. You're going to need to get out all your pots of paint, your water, spread your newspaper out, get your paper towels, and don't forget your paintbrushes. While you get ready, I'll just kind of wait. We're going to have fun today. We're going to paint our second picture. I hope you're all enjoying this time with your family. I miss you, and I'll wait here while you get your stuff ready. All right, kids. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to take our dark blue and we're going to paint this board solid dark blue. Make sure you get a nice coat of paint on it. And we're going to let this dry. So get it all covered. See why we put the newspaper down? Because even I'm making a mess. Make sure you get a nice solid coat of blue on there. And we're going to give that just a few minutes to dry. As you can see, this board kind of sucks up the paint. So we're going to put a second coat of the blue. Make sure you use enough to cover your board. We've got a nice even coating of the paint on there. So we're going to stop and we're going to let this dry as well. Okay? So give it just a few minutes. Let's wait and let it dry. All right, it looks like our board is nice and dry. So now we're just going to barely touch in that purple. Just get a little bit of paint on that brush. And we're just going to make some little marks here on this. I'm going to dry my brush off a little. Just drying it off on a paper towel. Then we're going to take and we're going to kind of swirl that in a little bit. Just spread that color out. Just lightly touching it. I'm going to kind of go in a circular motion to spread that paint out a little bit. And that's giving us a nice little background here. Since we didn't use that much paint, you don't really have to sit and wait for that to dry. Okay? I'm going to clean that brush off. So what we're going to do next is we're going to start doing our butterfly. So we're going to take a little bit of the black and we're going to make a little circle right here for the butterfly's head. Okay? And then we're going to take a little bit more and we're going to make a long almond shape for the body. And fill that in. And that gives us an idea of how big our butterfly wings will be. Okay? So next, we're going to put the body of the butterfly wings on there. So our first top shape is going to be kind of like a teardrop. So you just come along here and make that teardrop shape. Go in here and make it a little bigger. Just going halfway around, then bringing your brush the other halfway around until we have that nice little shape. Okay? And that's our first wing. And we're going to do the same on the other side. So we're just going to make a little teardrop shape. And fill that in with the orange. Or, you don't have to use the same colors as me. You can use whatever colors makes you happy. These are just the colors I'm using. Okay? So now we've got that. Now we're going to do our bottom wing. So our bottom wing is more of a line and a line to kind of give it some outline. And then we're going to come down to a point on both sides. And arch it and come to a point. And then fill that in. And we're going to do the same on the other side. We're just going to come down and then come down to that point and fill that in. To look kind of symmetrical, which means similar or the same on each side. Okay, I'm going to go in and put just a little bit more of the orange paint on my top wings. We're going to do this in layers until you get the desired color that you want. So here we are adding our paint, a little on each side. On this side. See how it's starting to fill in this board really nicely. Next time we'll start by painting our boards white, and that gives us a completely different surface to paint on. I hope you're having fun. I know I am. If you think of a design that you would like to paint and you'd like to have me instruct it, then just send me a message here on our Facebook page. Make sure you upload copies of your paintings so that I can see them. I'd love for you to share with me. You can upload them right here on our BGC Facebook page under this post. And that way I'll be sure to see them. Alright, so now I've dried off my brush. I've rinsed and dried it off. Now I'm going to go into a different color. In my top wings, I would like a little bit of pink in there. So I'm just going to dab in a little bit of pink. I'm going to dab in a little bit of pink there. And then I'm going to take that same color and just do a little bit in the bottom. I'm going to come down here and add that paint right there. Then I'm going to pick up a little yellow and I'm going to add just a little bit of yellow around here. I'm just dabbing it on because I planned on blending it all in. So I'm just making little tiny dabs with my paintbrush. Just picking up a little bit of paint. Okay? Just fill those colors in a little bit. And then I'm going to take a small dry brush. And I'm just going to come in and I'm going to kind of blend those together. Just by swirling this brush around a little bit. You don't have to worry about staying totally in the lines. Try to, for the most part, but we're going to outline it with black anyway. Okay? I'm going to just grab this and go down with it. so that that all blends together. This is adding a little dimension to our wing, just a hint of color. I'm just putting a little bit more orange over that. You can hear my bird talking to me in the background. He's in there saying how he's a pretty bird. And he is. His name is Thor. Maybe in one of my other videos I'll introduce you to my bird. He's a beautiful African gray parrot. Okay. I'm going to add just a little bit more color in here. And you can do whatever you want, whatever makes you happy. This is a personal thing. Painting is our own personal journey. We're just learning about our paint and exploring a little bit and having a little bit of fun, right? Since we can't get together in the club, this is the next best thing. And see, and I don't really try to mix it in too much, just slightly. Sometimes I don't even clean my brush completely. There we go. Okay. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to go back to our black and we're going to do a little outlining of these wings now. So we're going to put our border on our butterfly wings. So here we go. You just follow around the shape of that wing. And this kind of helps clean up our mess. We do that on both wings, on both sides. Take your time. Don't be in a big hurry. Seems like all we have is time right now, right? Don't forget to wash your hands. Keep your 6 feet apart distance from people that are not quarantined in your house with you or isolating in your house with you. If you've already been together for this whole time, then the people that are in your house don't really matter. It's the people that might stop by that you have to stay away from. Make sure you're FaceTiming your grandparents and tell them how much you love them and miss them. I'm sure they would love to hear from you. I love it when I hear from my grandchildren. As you can see, we are just slowly painting our outline around here. And there we go. We had a couple little antennae onto this butterfly. Put our little marks here. I like to add some little dots. It just kind of makes it pop. Brings out the color in the wings. I go ahead and put just another thin coat on top of the body of the butterfly. And that just helps tie all of our lines together, okay? Now, we still have this space over here. So what we're going to do over there is make another little butterfly. So once again, we're going to start with our little circle for the head. Give him a couple antennae. Make our elongated body. A little shape for the head. Okay, then on this one I think I'm going to do different colors. So I think I'm going to do the body, the main color is pink this time. So we're going to come here and we're going to make our first shape. And this one is actually going to go off the board slightly because he's off-centered from the middle. And that's okay, right? We're just making happy little butterflies. You know Ms. Fawn loves butterflies. We were going to decorate my room with butterflies this year, weren't we? You guys have all been coloring such beautiful pictures of butterflies for me to hang on the wall. This is just similar to that, but we're actually creating our own instead of just coloring pages. And there we go. There's our pink face. And we're going to come down here, and remember, we're going to make a little line and then bring that wing down. And then I'm going to bring this one down to meet it. We're going to do the same on the other side. We're going to bring that one down. And then we're going to bring this one down to meet it. Fill in your color. Fill in your color on the other side. Just pick up little bits of paint at a time. Since we're painting on such little boards, you don't want to use too much paint. It's just kind of wasteful. We want to try to get several paintings out of these, right? Gives us something to do. So I'm just adding a little bit of color to each one. Kind of want to do it in layers, remember? Because as it soaks in, I am just drying the color off of that brush. And now I'm going to pick up some of the yellow. And I'm just going to kind of make one little line down the middle here. And then I'm going to try to blend that in a little. Pick up just a hair more over here. I'm just going to try to blend that in. And as you can see, it's okay to make some mistakes. We're going to clean it up anyway, right? And on the top, I'm going to do a little purple this time. I'm going to dry my brush off, get most of that purple off, and And then I'm going to pick back up some of the pink, just a little bit. And then we're just going to kind of blend those colors in. And then I'm going to put just a spot of yellow in the middle. Blend that out. And that gives our wings some depth, right? Alright, so then we're going to go back to our black and we're going to outline these. Just kind of let your brush follow the shape of that wing. Following the shape of that wing. And then we're going to do the same on the bottom. You don't have to push down very hard on your brush. Just a light touch will do. Let it finish itself off. Right? So here we go. We're tracing our wings, cleaning up our mess. And that way, nobody will know if you didn't stay in the lines, right? Add in a little more black to the body. I'm adding my little dots. Maybe this time, she's got them all over his wings. He's a spotted butterfly. Because we can create whatever kind we want, right? And there you have it. We have our two little butterflies. Have fun, be creative, make it your own. Well, and there you have it, kids. I hope you had fun painting these beautiful butterflies. I sure did. Make sure you share your artwork with people. Make sure you put your lids back on your paint. Clean up your paintbrushes. Clean up your area. We don't want mom and dad mad at us, right? I miss all my members. I hope you're staying safe, washing your hands. Stay tuned later this week. I included a coloring page in your packet. We're going to do some creative coloring with these. And please take note that there are beautiful sayings on the back of each one. This one says there are so many beautiful reasons to be happy. Today, I'm happy that I get to spend time with you guys. I miss you. I love you. I hope to see you all soon as this is over. Stay safe, wash your hands, and stay happy doing art. Until next time. Mwah.